What facts about history will never be taught in school?
The Diary of Anne Frank included a lot about masturbation and self-exploration, but it was edited out. Here's an excerpt of such a part of the diary. Until I was 11 or 12, I didn't realize there was a second set of labia on the inside, since you couldn't see them. What's even funnier is that I thought urine came out of the clitoris. When you're standing up, all you see from the front is hair. Between your legs, there are two soft, cushiony things, also covered with hair, which press together when you're standing, so you can't see what's inside. They separate when you sit down, and they're very red and quite fleshy on the inside. In the upper part, between the outer labia, there's a fold of skin that, on second thought, looks like a kind of blister. That's the clitoris. Native Americans weren't granted citizenship until the 1922nd. It is believed that Leonardo da Vinci was gay. In fact, in 1476 he was accused of sodomy by an anonymous. LGBT+ history. The ones that the power doesn't want you to know. Here in Mexico they teach you like heroes and enemies, when both made bad and good stuff. Basically everything Sam O'Neill talks about. If we're talking public school, Texas history is more than just the Alamo. A lot of Americans came over here illegally with slaves, and before the 6th of April, 1860, those slaves were labeled indentured servants that would be with them for 99 years. The torturous ways you could be killed in the Middle Ages. In Scotland, a strong part of history lessons was learning about the wars with the English. Put us in a victorious light, like emphasizing the importance of the Battle of Bannockburn, etc. But they conveniently leave out any mention of the Battle of Culloden. As Al Murray once said, it's not the heats that matter, it's the final. The US and Britain almost went to war over a pig. Christopher Columbus raped Indians. The positive influence of video games over the first few generations of gamers. I strongly believe that the 70s, 80s, 90s were the beginning of a major change in how kids develop to solve problems and build a different kind of camaraderie. The 2000s were the total zeitgeist with the PS2, the OG Halo trilogy, and a plethora of other titles where multiplayer and story, world building could intertwine. Hopefully, the early major jumps in gaming will make the textbooks. They're certainly noteworthy. People are forgetting how American education works. 100 years from now, the North will be teaching about a global coronavirus pandemic that killed millions more than it did. And the South will be teaching that President Trump single-handedly created a vaccine and killed it by himself. We're also going to teach kids that America won the war on terrorism and never once mention all the other countries that helped. North will teach about the civil rights battle that continued into the new millennium, and the South will teach that the civil rights movement was a bunch of queers trying to change their genders to animals. I said this in jest, but the funny part is I won't be too far off. That America, Canada, France, UK, Italy, Spain, aren't the center of the world, and that other cultures have got interesting histories too. Most of the world was really into butt sex until the Abrahamic religions took over. That Jesus was a real person and was actually crucified. And there's more historical evidence that Jesus was alive than Julius Caesar. The fact that history class is just there to give you a basic idea about history and politics before releasing you into the world? If you enjoyed it and picked up on the lessons on how to do research, then you'll probably go out of your way to learn more about history. If not, then hopefully you know that slavery was a major factor of the US Civil War, and that will in some way help you out when you go to vote. Benjamin Franklin stole Nikola Tesla's knowledge. Belgian colonial history. Basically, they went into Congo, enslaved the natives to work in diamond mines. The profit ensured money for all the contemporary modern innovations, AGA. In Congo, our king used to go on hunting trips, hunting animals and people. Under his reign, lots of indigenous people got their hands cut off for the slightest mistakes. Many people died. I cannot recall the number, TBH. In school, we learned that there was a colony, and it was Congo. That's all. The US accidentally dropped a nuke on North Carolina, but it didn't explode.